views.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm digging that.
More Anton.
Will we be able to walk around this once you
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
yeah,
let's take a stroll. Let's take
Where is
check
it?
it from a different perspective, you know?
let's check this. Just go ahead and just go ahead and possess him.
The cinematic usually. Oh yeah, you
Wow,
always.
look at that.
Yeah.
Bridge.
But you know, this is the thing Jenny was saying, like when you build systems that relate well to each other, they give you good screenshots. Look, another good screenshot.
Yeah.
That's the paintings.
I can grab all of that, I can select that tree as well. I can clone all of it down, and I can say, let's clone a few copies in between. Just like that. And we're heading downwards. Just perhaps move some things around, delete a couple of things, to make it how you want it to look. And I can group them together. Okay, so that means this now moves around as one piece. What's really awesome, and I'm going to show you now, is how big you can make things in Dreams, because I get asked that a lot. I'm just going to scale this thing right up. Maybe some on this side. And then I'm going to jump straight into play mode and see what it looks like from Foxy's point of view. Here we go.
This is what you get when you look through the Dreamerverse. It's a stream of all the latest stuff. And you can search for specific types of things. Models, contraptions, vehicles even, characters. Stuff I just filter down to music. Just to prove to you that everything that we do is made with the same tools that you'll have. There's no cheating at all. It's all made in Dreams. So let's have a look at what this thing is. Let's have a look at a new beginning. Whoa, colourful. So here we go. Here's our piece of music and the timeline that it lives on. Again, we can scrub around. You can see all the instruments inside my timeline are lighting up. And go to modes, sounds, instruments. Let's choose something a bit more gritty. Criminal bass, I love this one. Stick this in the level. Scale minor. Again, just pressing buttons, and I can use the touchpad. Just painting with this sound onto this canvas. You can see I've recorded my strokes.
Sound has two other views, and the second view is this one called the piano roll view. If I go to the piano roll view,
Nice.
I can get in nice and close and do sort of like fine editing here. So I'm gonna slice this down to just the... So you can see now it's saying that these controller buttons are assigned to these layers. So for example, if I were to press cross, I get that. If I press square, I get that.
Go.
La 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 la.
Boost that.
So for any...
Go.
So I'll loop that and there we go.
Go. And save the whole timeline. Save that as a new piece of music for people to use in their world. Right?
Let's grab the tree and move it. I can quickly preview it by pressing play. I'm going to go up here to our components, and I'm going to get out of the light. And I'm going to go back to my action recorder set. And I'm going to record the light just moving around. Here we go. And I'm going to record me changing the color of the light. And it's as simple as grabbing the light color and changing the color of the light. And it's recording it. You'll see the record symbol over on the right hand side there. One more maybe. Cool. Let's check that out in play mode and see what that looks like. What could be dangerous at the bottom? Lava? I have some lava. Pretty cool.
I go to another tool which is called the style tool. I want to give it some animation, and we call it the effects tool. And later I go to this tab one called the flow tool, and if I hold my tool over the water, go back to the effects tool and give it a waviness. So again, I just use the wave tool.
And I'm just going to grab this and move it carefully over to the right. Heading down to the lava pit. I would die if I fell in the lava. And over we go. Cool, we made it to the other side. And I'm just going to add some enemies in here very quickly. And you guys can make your own enemies. You can make characters, and you can make them good, or you can make them bad, or you can make them indifferent. It's entirely up to you. So I'm just going to stick a couple of these meanies in here.
So we can start adjusting its proportions, and that makes the torso bigger. This head effectively can be anywhere we like. Twist. Oh yeah. So we can crank that up, and then we can change its kind of stride length as well. We can adjust its bounce. Oh, let's go for orange eye.
Some personality down just by adding that one eye.
Yeah, at the moment.
Pretty good.
Oh yeah. We're busy with his suitcases.
So there's a fan here, and a fan is really good because it can blow things up into the air. So, and I'll just wire it up into these fans. There we go. So we've got a wire.
So if I scope into this jump pad, you'll see that it's got a force applier, and that's what it looks like. So basically it just applies a vertical force in this area. Let me see if I can tweak it and do some stuff with it. I can change the animation speed. Loop. Pulse. Yeah, so I think I just drew a bunch of these things, and then I think I duplicated it in various ways. It's the same way you kind of do weather and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is super useful for everything.
Yeah, so I can make it like have kind of a different sort of...
You can make any kind of gameplay you want, you know, if you want it to stay on forever, and then Foxy can jump into it, and we can get up there.
This is something like almost like a template people could build off of.
Absolutely, yeah.
Pictures off of.
And it all started off just as the first-person camera, really, and I thought that's what I'd show how
yeah,
it works.
they're great. I think people are really interested in how they would set this up themselves.
Yeah, cool. So let's jump into edit mode. He's got a microchip for his movement controls here, which I'll put up here. We start off with exactly the same method that Tom used, which is a controller sensor. These are nodes. It's just a through, really. You can see that one is for the left stick. It's connected to the left stick. And it's really just another way of tidying it up, because I've got a lot of things that use the left stick, you can see coming out of there, combined together in what we call a fat wire. Then we use this splitter to get the red and the green. So X and Y, that is the left stick moving left and right and up and down. To prove that that works, I've got this little button here that turns on this microchip. And this was like actually the first thing I did was to get a whole lot of text gadgets. And these things, what they do is tell me exactly what outputs the control sensor is giving me.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Should we go and blast him again?
Yeah, just run again. Go on.
Did you make the robot have that action, or did the robot already come as like a strangling robot?
No, I made that.
Okay, anyway,
now
here we go. So for realsies, here we go.
I'm so tense.
So here we go.
It's the eerie quiet.
I'm sure.
And there
Yay!
Nice.
Yay!
Okay,
Like, how do you make
Wow.
space?
So we'll pop into edit mode here. Controls. Here we go. We have a controller sensor here with all the controller buttons and things, and then these, depending what they are, go off into different microchips here. So if we look at that, ooh, that's a secret one. Go to the move one. Start with L1 and R1, which are like the forwards and backwards thrusting. So each one connects to its own mover. One goes And one goes that way, one goes that way.
Nice.
Easy as that.
Yeah.
The strength is only 17, so that means it's going to kind of build up slowly. And we have 0 dampening, which means when it's going, it's going. There's no stopping. It doesn't automatically slow down. So that kind of gives you the feeling of, you know, floating through space.
Okay.
And this little trigger zone is way down in here in the dock. Space capsule labeled with machine, so that is the only thing that triggers this. And then once that happens, it fires off the I have docked. So what happens is we have a little counter here, and when that turns on, it turns this timer on. It's kind of self-restarting, and each iteration it's firing off this randomizer, which is then telling this advanced rotator to do 1 or 2 rotations. It might be too quick. There you go.
Oh, yeah,
if you look at these outputs here are kind of like the randomization occurring.
Oh, that looks cool.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Just move a thing with these movers and these rotators into this position. Done.